Picture this. You're an entrepreneur, and every day feels like getting slapped in the face, over and over again. But here's the thing, those slaps, they're not just pain, they're clarity. In the world of startups, failure isn't the enemy. It's the compass that points you in the right direction. Meet Verun, the CEO and co-founder of Windsurf. He's not just another tech whiz with a dream. He's the mastermind behind an AI-powered IDE that's changing the game for developers and non-developers alike. Windsurf isn't just another tool, it's a revolution in how we build and modify apps. But Verun's journey didn't start with instant success. After graduating from MIT in 2017, he cut his teeth at tech giants like LinkedIn and Quora. But it was his time at a small startup called Databricks that planted the seed of his entrepreneurial spirit. Verun's next move, joining Neuro, an autonomous vehicle company. It was here that he learned a crucial lesson. Bet on where technology is going, not where it is today. This insight would shape his entire approach to building startups. Fast forward to Verun's first business venture, Exafunction. They raised an impressive $28 million and hit a few million in revenue. But Verun realized something crucial. They were hitting a ceiling. Instead of chasing incremental growth, he made a bold decision. It was time to pivot. This brings us to the birth of Windsurf. When GPT 3.5 hit the scene, Verun saw the writing on the wall. Generative AI was about to turn industries upside down. Their first product, Codium, an AI code extension for IEDs, was just the beginning. It racked up 1 million users and caught the eye of big players like JP Morgan. But Verun and his team weren't satisfied. They realized that to truly control the user experience, they needed their own IED, and just like that, Windsurf was born. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Windsurf went from 0 to 1 million users in just 2 months. How? By building an MVP in under 2 months and setting clear, intermediate goals. They validated quickly with users and saw inbound demand from enterprises that confirmed strong product-market fit. But Verun isn't resting on his laurels. He knows that in the tech world, today's product-market fit can vanish tomorrow if you stop innovating. That's why Windsurf operates with a unique philosophy. Run the company as small as possible for its level of ambition. What does this mean in practice? Everyone at Windsurf is slightly underwater. They always have a bit too much on their plate. This might sound stressful, but it's intentional. It forces prioritization and ensures that the company only scales headcount when the workload truly demands it. Even with 200 people on board, Verun still interviews every single hire for cultural fit. Why? Because culture is the bedrock of Windsurf's success. Transparency and intellectual honesty aren't just buzzwords here. They're core values that drive every decision. Verun believes that the real moat of a startup isn't just its technology. It's betting on the right problems and sticking with them long enough to solve them. But here's the kicker. Windsurf doesn't just build what customers ask for. They create transformational features that users didn't even know they needed. This forward-thinking approach extends to how Windsurf builds for the future. They don't optimize for today's AI models. Instead, they focus on long-term user experiences. While others might be chasing cosmetic hacks that will soon be obsolete, Windsurf is building systems that learn from real user behavior and continuously improve. So, what can other entrepreneurs learn from Verun's journey? First, be willing to pivot and kill ideas quickly. It's better to scrap a business than to chase incremental growth. Second, balance irrational optimism with brutal realism. You need both to succeed in the startup world. Third, build for where technology will be in 2 to 3 years, not just where it is today. And finally, focus on long-term value, not short-term hacks. These are the principles that have guided Windsurf from a pivot to millions of users. The story of Windsurf is more than just a tale of startup success. It's proof that embracing failure, pivoting fast, and building with honesty are the keys to winning in the cutthroat world of tech startups. If you've been inspired by Verun's journey and want to learn more about how successful startups scale, don't miss our next video. Subscribe to Build and Scale for more startup stories, lessons from founders, and strategies to grow smarter and faster. And remember, if this video resonated with you, hit that like button. It helps us reach more entrepreneurs just like you, who are out there hustling, pivoting, and building the future. Because in the end, that's what it's all about. Turning those face-slapping failures into game-changing successes.